Okay, today we are making Balkan Sarma. This is halal. So we're gonna take some beef and some cabbage flour in vinegar. So pickled cabbage. Okay, we're gonna grab some tomatoes. I prefer these little Italian ones. Some jasmine rice. Onion and garlic, of course. So you gotta use the garlic because it definitely gives that beautiful aroma and taste. And I use sarma mix because it has all the spices in there, but you can use vegeta, you can use garlic powder, you can use paprika, whatever you prefer. Okay, so now we're gonna combine all the ingredients. So before mixing, put all the ingredients in the bowl. That way you don't over mix everything. So here I am chopping up the onions. I use red onions just because they're a bit sweeter. But you can use whatever you have. Yes, and here I'm crying not because of the onions, but because I know how good this sarma is going to be this season. And here I am chopping up the garlic pieces, chop them up nice and finely. So the reason I use tomatoes in my sarma, which is not very a normal thing to do, is because it really gives it a perfect texture. It's not too wet, the sarma inside, it's not too dry, because then the rice has actually somewhere to pull moisture out of instead of just the meat. That way you don't have to add any water into the mixture or anything that would make it soggy, so it's just the perfect thing to add in there. It gives it a nice, beautiful tomato taste as well. I'm just putting it in there because I didn't have enough room to mix it. So here I am mixing all the ingredients together. Don't forget to put in your spices. Okay, so here I'm unraveling into a separate bowl just so I don't make a mess. And you put about a golf ball size into the sarma. Okay, you wrap it around once. You flip in the corner, one corner, two corners, and you continue wrapping, and that's it. And as you can see, I also add a leaf to the bottom. And now I'm just rolling up all the little leaves. So if there's a smaller leaf, you add a little bit smaller than a golf ball size. If it's a little bit of bigger leaf, you can add a bigger one. So now you're going to fill up with water just so that it can just go over the sarma, just like here. And we're going to add a large tablespoon of paprika. So what to do here is you have to put a small lid over the sarma and then a larger lid over that. So preferably a lid that can fit on top of it, and then just leave a little air for mess. And I add in a bay leaf as well. Okay, so about an hour and a half in, we're going to make the syrup that goes into the sarma. So we're putting in the oil. Heat up the oil until not quite boiling, but very hot. Add in the flour. So it should start slightly cooking at this point, bubbling up. Mix it very good. Make sure that it doesn't burn at the bottom. It's going to start bubbling up at this point. And now we're going to add the pepper and vegeta. It's about a tablespoon of each. Add that in there. And mix this for a full minute to make sure that the flour is completely incorporated and cooked through. Okay, and then after about a minute, add in that water very slowly because it's a very hot mixture. Add it in and reduce for another 3 to 4 minutes. The consistency shouldn't change all too much, maybe slightly thicker, but you will see that the color gets slightly redder. So once it starts to boil up, cook for another 3 to 4 minutes, like I said, and you will see that slight change, and then just directly pour the hot mixture slowly into your pot and cook for another half an hour to 20 minutes. Cover it up again. And that's it. After 20-30 minutes, this is what it should look like. If you have a larger pot, I would recommend cooking it for 3 to 4 hours. This is just family serving size. Okay, and here is the ingredients. I will double it for Slava.